listen to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Shooting star, all over the globe.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it. Metcalf's got it, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Let's go. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the first. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, set.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
70 Lions.
Right back to Patterson now. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Completed here to Pickens. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Working inside the red zone. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's off again. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds his fullback. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Henry on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. He's running it right on the option. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. Take over.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's on the move. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Play fake, Jackson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returnable from the 2. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be the end of one in this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Henry's going to try to pick it up. He's got the 1st with room to go inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
He breaks a tackle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Unlock. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hook.
They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
Looking for a throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Hamilton with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That throw finds Pickens. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Go. Ready.
They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Trying down the middle with Henry. Has a lane inside the 25. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Here we go, here we go.
Airing it out on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
From the 36. That's Pickens with a catch outright. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Throwing now on 1st down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll run now on second down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, here's Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Ravens with 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Lamar throwing again. Throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Jackson yet again. Escapes out to the left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Patterson now to return it. And the dive ends an uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Come 19! Come 19! 18, Rattler! 18, Rattler! Take over!
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
The drive begins with Henry. And he gets him around 6 there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
down, 1 yard to go. He tries to sneak it, and he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lamar off the play fake. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes it. Bouncing football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They run it with King Henry. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A draw now. This is Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now Jackson off the play action. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Going with King Henry here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves touchdown tape. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
2nd and 10 now. Metcalf there to bring it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here. 3rd down from the gun. That's a cut for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hill now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's a gift for Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. Oh, and he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Jackson's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Let's go.
Again, the throw now on 2nd and 10. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They've got 1st down from the 31. It's Henry on the counter. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 24. Complete Derrick Henry. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
A give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And he had just enough leg behind that one. It is off the crossbar and through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw now. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give right side to Henry. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go.
Look into the air here. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Running right with Mitchell. A lot of grass ahead. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens keep running away with this. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd and 8. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
70 Lions.
They'll throw on 1st. And that throw just too high for him. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here he is to throw on second down. He throws a bullet, and oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Mitchell up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Second and 3 now. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins? Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens nearing their 9th win of the season. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Takes off right out of the read option. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
On first down, they'll run. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
The Ravens in victory formation and content to just need this one out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win.